Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Cannon's Comics. I'm Cannon, back with another video finally. Sorry I missed last week. I missed an upload there. I just had a busy week and everything. But we will still go over the books I got last week. Only 4 books on my pull list last week. 3 of them absolute books, and then Skinbreaker issue 5, sorry, by, get a hold of it, by Robert Kirkman and David Finch. But this is probably my favorite non-Marvel or DC book right now. And this is a really good issue. You see our main character, Enoch, still looking after his tribe after he's been kicked out. Still looking after them and trying to do what's best for them despite their current leader. But our absolute books from last week, we'll start with Absolute Wonder Woman, issue 16, where we got more of Santana and a little bit of a fight with her and, there we go, with her and Wonder Woman. Where we see she kind of takes Wonder Woman's magic from her and allowing her not to use her magic, and allowing Santana to use Wonder Woman's magic on Wonder Woman and capture her, along with she's sent there by Jennifer Cale's Suicide Squad is what they're calling themselves. But I'm interested to learn more about them, because to see how they're, this is kind of like the absolute Suicide Squad, to see how they are kind of similar to the mainline comics. But next we got Absolute Batman issue 15, the second part of the Batman Wonder Woman team up. We got the first part in Wonder Woman's book, but we got the second part there with Batman and Wonder Woman go into hell to try to find, to try to help Waylon. And then we got Absolute Martian Manhunter issue 8, and this is my favorite book from last week by far. My favorite book last week by far, for sure. We got to see some more of where the White Martian's at with John's son. And at the end of this book we see the Martian actually get captured because he's away from John, and yeah, we get a new character at the end. I'm not going to spoil that, but yeah, very exciting books from last week. Moving on, we'll move to our pull list from this week. Or no, before we get to our pull list from this week, actually, I'll get to all the books we got in between then, because I went to my other comic book store, where they have a bunch of back issues, and I went to their dollar bins. So I got a bunch of Batman comics, all for $1 each. I'm not going to go through this whole stack, but it's a pretty big stack, mainly 80s and 90s stuff. But I will show y'all my favorite comic from this stack is Detective Comics 585, and that is going to be the first appearance of Ratcatcher. So yeah, but I got a bunch of those, all those for $1, as well as some more stuff that wasn't strictly Batman and Detective Comics, and some of the cooler finds I found for $1 there. Now we'll start with this one though, because it wasn't $1, it was actually $10. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 311. I just love that Mysterio cover by Todd McFarlane, one of my favorites Amazing Spider-Man covers. But yeah, but moving on, most of the rest of those books we got for $1 here. This was a good find for $1. Batman 657, first cover appearance of Damian Wayne. I have this one graded actually at a 9.4 because Damien's my favorite character. But moving on from there, we got the Invisibles issue 1, Grant Morrison. I've never read this. I just picked up this because I saw it and I love Grant Morrison. And I'll probably read through this issue before I get like a compendium or omnibus or whatever form it's in. But yeah, excited to pick that up. And then we got 2 Superman issues, some John Byrne Superman issue 1, yeah, of course. And then issue 4, first appearance of Bloodsport here. Great find. And then we got some new Teen Titans. We'll start off with this kind of strange one. This Keebler Company presents DC Comics, the new Teen Titans, the Presidential Drug Awareness Campaign issue. I don't know if it's coming up clearly. But yeah, it's just a kind of one-shot drug awareness book in the Teen Titans. But that was cool. I just picked that up because I just thought that was interesting. And then this was probably one of my probably my favorite pickups from that haul, from that dollar bin haul. I got the new Teen Titans Annual number 2, first appearance of Vigilante, who's one of my favorite characters now because of Peacemaker. I don't know if y'all seen that show. One of my favorite DC shows to have come out. But yeah, those are all of my back issue books I just picked up. And then we'll get on to this week's pull list finally, because it's a pretty big pull list this week. Here we go. Here we are. All right, for this week's pull list, we'll start off. I got 5 books, and then a book from last week that they didn't have last week that I just picked up because they finally had it. Iron Man issue 1, I got this variant cover. I don't know who did this cover, but I just wanted to pick this up and try it out because I'm not reading a lot of Marvel. I'm reading mainly DC, and especially not a lot of mainline Marvel. I'm mainly reading like the Ultimate Universe stuff. So I'm trying to get more into some mainline Marvel stuff, and just thought I'd try out this new Iron Man run by Joshua Williams. Moving on from there, we'll go on to some more Marvel, get into the Ultimate stuff. We got Ultimate Wolverine, issue 14. I think we got 2 issues after this left in the series. Kind of the weakest book in the Ultimate Universe right now, but I'm still liking it nonetheless. And then we got, let me put that over there, Ultimate Endgame, issue 2. I really liked that last issue. It was kind of cool seeing what the Maker has done to himself, making himself into this city. And I'm interested to see where that goes from there. I'm still looking forward to that book. Then we got, we'll start off. Yes. Next, Batman issue 6. Last issue we saw Damien kind of expose that he is Bruce's son to Dr. Zeller. Is that her name? I might be getting that wrong. But interested to see how that plays out in this issue. To see if we can cover that up. Then we got DCKO issue 4 of 4. This is the final book in this issue, in this miniseries here, with this alternate version of Damian having a son, and Batman's going to be a grandfather, so that's interesting to see. And it's interesting. I'm curious to see if how Batman will end up at the end of this book, if he'll stay out of the DCKO event or if he'll be brought back somehow. And then the final book I got, which was probably the most anticipated book of the week, was DC Boss Battle with the whole team up and stuff. We got, or I got at least the Homelander Superman cover, of course. I didn't get cover. I thought I got cover A, but I guess I didn't get cover A. But this is the main cover I wanted. So yeah, excited for that. My money's on Superman. Excited to see how the writers play that, though. Yeah. Oh wait, I did get the. There we go. I did get the A cover. I thought so. But yeah, that was my big haul for this video. Some really fun books this week. One of my favorites definitely is my first Vigilante here. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Sorry for missing an upload there. I'll be back to uploading every Wednesday. See y'all next week.